Hello everybody, this is Tesla Coon, and I just wanted to do a quick update. Right now I'm looking at the Discord for Omnopolis, and one feature that the Gridmaster created for us is the ability to see how many people are online, um, just glancing at Discord. That way you don't have to log in, you don't have to go to a splash page, you can just look in here in the Discord Omnopolis channel. So if you just click there, it'll show you the stats. Apparently, I'm the person who is online at this time. Um, he's done a few other updates with the website, but I want to just avoid those at the moment because he seems to still be working on them. So I'm just going to get on to business with what I wanted to update you with for my own space. I have changed my personal region because someone decided to make, um, they decided to upload a mirror of my region and display it on the same directory, which, anyone can do that. I don't care. Um, so what I did is I removed from my region all third-party content, and I'm going to just create my own stuff from now on. And I had already been considering doing that, but this just gave me an excuse. So if you stop by my region, it's a little bit messy right now. The games do work. I do still have a contest running, and you can use free play to gather tokens to play that. And the highest score basically gets a $25 Amazon gift card. So this is where I'm at so far with my building. It's nothing to get excited about at all. I freely admit that. My inspiration right here is the Chicago Tribune building. I wanted uh, like a Guardian Tower effect for my region going forward. Um, I'm using basic prims, so it's not as flashy as a lot of people's work on Open Grid and in even Second Life. So I'm using all original pieces, and it looks very childish right now. I'm going to continually hone it. I am going into a very busy time of the year for myself until December 7th. So if you know, you know what I'm referring to. But so I'm going to work on this in my spare time, but I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to get done. Um, just bear with me. Again, the games do still work. This is going to be set against the cliff, which, as you notice, I'm also uh, I removed a lot of objects that I did not have creative license over, and they did come with the OR file, but I'm just trying to avoid looking like anyone else's region. So I also did change the name of the region. Um, I wanted to go to Wayland like it was in Second Life, but too many people have already left reviews making note of the fact that it is a token themed region. So I went ahead and named it Athelion. And so I also wanted to use one word. There were plenty of very fancy, cool names that I could have chosen, but I just stuck with Athelian because I've noticed some viewers, some grids, also known as worlds, um, have issue with multiple word locations in the URLs or the hops. At least that used to be the case, and I wanted to try to avoid that. So I just went ahead and named it Athelian, and I am still at Omnopolis. I'm sorry, I cannot afford Second Life. I love Second Life. I do still have an avatar there. I consider that my home, and I do have a private like apartment, but I don't take visitors there. It's just a personal space where I go, and but I can't afford an actual region at this time in my life. So I come here to do the creative stuff and to run the game room. Um, what I'm gonna do here is I've got these like the citadel looking structure up against the mountain. I know this looks kind of corny. I'm thinking that I want to just have the waterfall coming into the building like it's, like a shrine. I want to have like a hallway coming through the mountain, cutting through the mountain actually, and then arriving at this location. I want to have stairs going down into the mountainside to come out at other levels. And I'm just trying to keep it, I'm trying to personalize it as much as I possibly can so that no one can claim that I'm copying them. And I'm going to use as much as my own content as I possibly can. The trees, I might have to continue using some of them, though I'm going to significantly reduce the number of them and the amount of, I guess you could call it underbrush. There was um, a lot of grasses and things that it just it just kind of was almost distracting. And so what I'm going to do is just place more buildings, of course. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to keep doing, but I do want to use the full region, and I do want to make an interesting place where people can gather. I don't know if I've ever told you on another video. One of the coolest places I remember in Second Life visiting long ago, it was the original Transylvania region, and there was just a gathering place there, and I thought that was so cool, and I tried very hard to um, imitate that somewhat with Wayland. I had a few buildings there, in a village where I would hold events, but it's just too expensive, and I exhausted myself trying to keep things in Second Life. You're welcome to visit me here, and this is what I've got built so far. If you notice, I went ahead and changed the settings to night um, to more closely go along the theme of not really all of Athelion, but the interior valleys um, where Minas Ithil was built originally. And so I've discovered also for myself, I'm sure these tools have been around for quite some time, but in playing around, I've discovered the use of lighting. So that's really going to come in handy moving forward to really accentuate my buildings. So if you come here and it's night, I strongly encourage you, please just keep the region settings. I will go ahead and create as much lighting as I can without overdoing it so that you can still see. But primarily this is going to be a game region. And that was my original purpose. It is not, um, you cannot cash out, as I mentioned in other videos from Omnopolis, but I do plan to have gift cards as prizes for contests and things moving forward. So if you want to come and visit and play the games, you're more than welcome. You don't have to become a member of Omnopolis, though I'm sure that the grid owner would appreciate that. You can go to omnopolis.com. I'll put the link in the description of this post. But he is also on Patreon, which is actually where you can support him. That is how he controls um, giving out avatars, and there's the free perks that come with the avatars in gratitude for supporting him. Well, anyway, you don't have to do that to play the games. I do have free play games, and you're welcome to play those. Let me just show you my inspiration here for the stairwell. These are some places online that I'm looking to draw inspiration from, and I'm trying to think of a way to create an internal cave system that is still articulate and has that old world feel. The image on the far left, I actually had built that um, long ago in the Fire and Ice grid, along with, I don't know if I can pull that up. I had this building here, and I had this structure, and I was kind of combining these two, of course. Along with this, I kind of flipped it around, but I had at Fire and Ice this combination going on, and I, believe it or not, had most of it done. I just did not have time to texture it, but the prims were all there, and apparently it was again this time of the year, and there was a lot going on, and someone stole my credit card number, and I remember getting it replaced and forgetting to update it with Fire and Ice. It was only like $2 a month at the time, so it's not like I couldn't afford it. But because I did not pay the bill, my avatar was completely zeroed out. And I don't blame the administrator for that. I understand that they need to look out for their own interests, but it's sadly gone, is my point. So now I'm starting over. I'm going to continue to try and incorporate these ideas. These are some of my favorite themes in classic. Um, these are some of my favorite themes. This building here, I still have work to do on it. I'll show that to you. I built a little area for Jojo, who is going by Jasmine Mortonwald in Omnopolis. This area here, I went ahead and created. I'm not done. A lot of this stuff is very preliminary, I guess you could say. But I'll show this to you. I'm going to try to pull this back out of the ether somehow, but I'm not really too hopeful. It was a lot of work, let me tell you. It took me almost a month of solid everyday building, snipping and cutting and sizing and manipulating. They used to call it prim torture. And I had it all set up, and I just needed a texture, and I thought, I'll do that when I come back from my October to December event. When I come back, this will give me something to do while it's snowing outside. And lo and behold, it was gone. So I got to try to claw back from the clutches of time. So right now, I'm going to be trying to. Actually, I could try to fit this in there too. Basically, I'm going for the stairs in the mountainside. Uh, so this is another thing that takes me so long, trying to mentally combine um, different features and then trying to actually create the prims. Everything looks very generic right now. So I'm just trying to get the actual pieces in place. Then I will try to texture them. Then I will try to upgrade them as I have time. For example, uh, this grill work here is clearly not complete. It's not going to happen here. But I did my best trying to recreate, the buttress look, with the Notre Dame. And of course, I'm literally um, trying to imitate. This one's on a funny angle. Literally trying to imitate the Chicago Tribune building. What is going on here? I'll figure it out later. But again, that's what I'm doing here right now. I recreated the mountainside with my prims here, and that's the moon, the stars, and trying to have a particular look here. Green is my favorite color, so I'm trying to stick with green. And so just have patience with me, please. I know I sound a little chaotic at the moment, but I will use as much lighting as I can so that you're not actually looking at green hues everywhere. So if you land here when you visit, um, just click this balloon and it will take you to the games. Okay. Here I was trying to recreate the Acropolis. I got cut short because of, again, the excitement of having the other region theme basically snatched from me. No one was using it at the time, and they saw that I was using it, and they decided that they wanted to use it instead. So, but I wanted to, here in this little valley area, I was trying to recreate the Acropolis. I have the basic layout, and I did not put the roof on these buildings because I was told that that would make it look cluttered. But between, um, not between you and me, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do that anyway. I don't care. And here's the other temple. I literally took the blueprint, put it on a giant prim, and lined up as many of the prims as I could. It's not as easy as it looks. And this part's very juvenile, but this part's very juvenile. It clearly needs a lot of work. But again, I'm going to be using lights. I'm going to finish off the look here. Here's that game that the grid operator created for us. So clearly I need to do a light here. where you're not looking at green. But I don't know if you saw my video. I just want to stress this is for entertainment only. There's no cash value. You don't cash out. There's no. It's not a real currency. It's essentially an in-game token. It's like going to the arcade room. Once you leave the arcade, your tokens are basically worthless, and it's the same concept here. But you can win this game. The highest score at the end of the 88 days, I will give them an Amazon gift card. I plan to eventually do these like more often, probably once a month at least. But I knew that this I was going to be busy, October through December, so I went ahead and pushed the final date almost to the 24th. I believe I have it set for. Let's see, today is the 30th of September, so I believe, yes, I believe it's going to be on. In fact, I have the rules right here. December 24th at 11 p.m. Pacific time, basically. So you can play free play games, play the other games, and then play high-low, get your highest score here. And I do have free play games ready. You just put your token in and it gets returned to you. If you don't have any tokens, touch them. A lot of these free play games, you just touch them and it will let you start the game with using the menu. And then, you can either work your way up playing these other games or just save them up and go directly to this game. Here, just basic game of high-low. I think I did another video about it. The legend is on the back here. Basically, 2 through 10. You see the lines here. It's like a flow chart. This is the hierarchy of the cards. This is basically the highest. So, and with high-low, you're basically just guessing is the next number going to be higher or lower than the current. Pretty straightforward. And go ahead and come over and play. If you don't like skill games, and you just want to come and have a place to hang out, you're more than welcome to do that. If you can catch me here, I'm willing to chat. But it is a little bit of a mess outside of this small valley here, because I had to uproot pretty much everything that was not in this valley, so that I did not run into any conflicts with others. So that's it for this video. I think I just wanted to try to keep current with what's going on, and I do hope that you all wish me luck.